Hello, it's me again. Bringing to you the almost end of this marathon I'm on here, which is to be taken as good tidings, I suppose, at the worst of times, at the best of times. And today's stream has the added bonus of also featuring me, not just playing the game and probably struggling with it more than a little bit, but also struggling with sleep cycles. I don't think I want to use this chat right now. I'm just gonna stick to the other one, which I hadn't turned on because I forgot to. Right, let me see if we can begin this again. Let's see exactly what this will look like when I do this. Exactly what will I see? But will you see what I see is another question. That must be answered, apparently you will, alright. So I suppose we continue on with this. We try to get as close as possible to its conclusion, which is certainly to be taken as a priority, if nothing else. It's exactly where we left off last time, which was a little while ago, not too long ago, if I recall. I've been just wasting time all night and sleeping all day for the past, several days. So
might have the second piece of the mirror of fate.
Might have a slightly skewed idea of time perception right now. Speaking of a skewed idea of time perception, now that we're back in the game, let's see what it has in store for us. I remember this. Hello. And I tried. But enough of that, now it's time to eradicate the shadows. Something tells me though that whatever that was back there is like completely cursory, even more so than most of the stuff in this game. And that's saying something. Uh-huh. Oh boy, he's got teleportation boy here. I was gonna say they already maxed out the counter-strike attack and the regular attack, but apparently haven't. I really don't know if I'm even gonna be able to level up any of my weapons, like even once. Just need to master like 4 different skills to do that. Oh, damn it, I was gonna use that by doing transmutation, but whatever. Turns out that it's a little too late and that was a waste, who would have known. Alright, let's see. Smoothly we can... Oh, okay. There's something here based on the fact that it's shiny. And so it was. I don't know why we have to change the buttons like this, so... Though... Oh, and now we have to mash a different one. Right. I don't really know why we have to change the buttons if all we're going to do is smash that, but alright. Why am I to question this game? Why am I to question why they put this right here, or how am I gonna get back up there now that I've come down here? Clearly an exercise in futility. More so than you would think. So is there anything over here? Like, does this go? It does go somewhere. Question is where, and do I want to go here, or do I want to pretend I didn't just jump down here? Which one does the game want me to do? Oh boy. Is it story time, perhaps? Or is it just a little projection, which it's not entirely clear how it's being projected, since, well, maybe it's being done from behind the screen. I don't know how things work. I have the mist form now, so I can pass through this and get over here wherever over here is. It might be near the Chupacabra shop. That might be the case. So I guess that's a shortcut to over there, meaning that I probably won't actually be making use of it. Except just to unlock it, I guess, which I just did. And had I known that's how it was, I don't know if I even would have done that. Right, let's look at all the animation budget for this game. And then, oh hey. I can clearly see why they would have put this here when I got back. What? Alright, let's do some quick time events. I just won't get back into the true swing of things after all. Jesus Christ. Literally. How come sometimes they only like strike once and other times they strike up to 3 times in a row, and there doesn't seem to be that much of a difference in, you know, how they move leading up to those strikes. Magica. Is that just like a holy water / firebomb, like, you know, I had in the first Lords of Shadow? Oh, what the fuck? They just summoned more people. Did not believe they could do that. Well, I can just do this, I guess. Come on, let's go with him first. And then maybe, just maybe, use the, you know, the AoE attack to get these guys in QTE range as well. And see what comes of that. Another one of those things I wasted before, so I guess it pans out. Now I have to do the alternating button mash for whatever reason. Alright, so if you do catch the second one, which I guess I failed to before, you only have to do 2. Because that makes it a little less terrible. Also, hello, Lambda. Fuck is this Ninja Warrior shit? I don't know. You can ask the the Spanish. Right, let's go to the Chinese theater. Oh boy. Right, that worked out. Let's see if I can max out the AoE thing at least. Seems like it's not that far off. actually gonna be able to max one of those things out. Who would have known? Also, what does this dead guy have? Let's take a look. Fear of Gerard the Lion-Hearted. This armor is making my body cold and the exhaustion leaves me numb. Will it never stop snowing in this place? Hear hysterical laughter inside and I think I know what it is. The elders weren't lying, the toy maker exists. In the cold nights of winter they spoke of him and of his story. In their version, the toy maker disappeared into eternal hibernation. I suppose the fearsome lord of the castle woke him up and he took this place over, right? Well, I mean, there were other soldier guys out here, so who knows? Well, they're breaking the furniture is our want all the time. That first one was accidental, I guess, but this one's, I don't know, not so much. Kinda wonder why, you know, they would put a theater stage in this. I guess they had the theater stage in Lament of Innocence, but no, I don't think if that's the first thing I would look to when I think of, I don't know, Hallmark Castlevania stages. Whatever that means. And I did see a lever back there, but, you know, might as well fill out as much of this as I can before I mess with that. For no particular reason. I feel like I'm my own worst enemy here. I'm making this more prolonged than it needs to be. Oh hey, there's the dead guy. Now what do we got? Fascination up at 2. Sir Gerard hid outside the auditorium. He went mad and now refuses to go on. The old toy maker has been awoken and the Knights of the Brotherhood should bow down fearfully before him. Before his talking dolls. Presenter starts the show. Must wait here until the music stops. Alright. Yeah, well, you know, it's a thing. And we can become rats here. I don't know why, since I don't believe I saw anything like this on the main floor, but might as well. Seems like it might be the only way to get out of here. Well, maybe if I go to the other side. But I don't know. Oh wait, there's something over here. Maybe I have to do this. Yeah, I guess I do have to do this since this is where the X is. Oh, hey, Red Bear. Let's use our spooky magic to do whatever it is for. Oh, fire up the furnace, I guess. Whatever it is, we have to use it for. And then try to find a way out, which I'm not sure how easily we will. I don't think we can use the same way out as we used last time, but maybe we can use a similar one. Go spy something back there. Boy. Well, this looks fun. Well, you know, it didn't quite pan out. So, the first one is only 2 times, and then the... if I could, you know, see in front of me for that reposition thing happened, maybe this thing should be a little bit less complicated. Alright, and this one goes like 5 times in a row. There. What about this one though? Okay, it alternates between 1 and 2, which is, you know, one of those things where you ask why would you make it like this. And I suspect that we perhaps are gonna have to do that again, because, yeah. Well, I say again, but I guess the things have stopped. At least they have some self-awareness. So why do we just go right back in? Because I didn't think there was gonna be a non-rat way of getting out of this place. But maybe we just have to go in a circle like that. And I don't know. Because it really did block out everything that I remembered from the first time I did this. Because I don't remember any of that. I think I do remember what's coming up here though.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if the dream of reason produces monsters, the theater dispels them with its magic. Now be afraid before the conjurer who conquered the creatures of the night. With his genius and his heart. Give a big round of applause for the mighty toy maker.
Alright. So this is gonna be Sylvester Stallone in Spy Kids 3. AKA the greatest character ever created.
The famous and beloved toy maker, we will learn, has a sad fate over his head. For in spite of his goodness, a path of tragedy and death he will tread. Day and night in his workshop he labors. He hammers, he sweats, and he fasts. And with every blow he strikes, sighs fly from his soul to the figures he crafts.
I don't know about this meter, this prosody, it's not really convincing me. Place the character in appropriate decoration on the stage at the right moment. Alright, so it's puzzle time. Toy maker, Walter, Bernard, the demon, or the kid. In the backgrounds are workshop, theater, and castle. Alright, let's listen to the narration, I guess. Actually, let's not. I think I can remember it. Let's try workshop and toy maker and see what happens.
Splendid choice.
There we go.
His fame spreads in whispers across the land far and wide, until his name is known and respected by every man and child. One fateful day, a nobleman knocks at his workshop door. He's jolted from his work with a start. The promises and smiles of Walter Bernhardt conceal a dark, perfidious heart.
Yes, Walter Bernhardt, aka the non-Dracula villain from Lament of Innocence, but I guess we're just adding him into the scene.
Excellent decision.
But with less armor this time, I guess.
Aha. The Bernhardt's castle will be a dazzling mansion for the old toy maker, and worthy of his craft. curse on you, Walter Bernhardt, for deceiving such a good soul. May you be damned to spend all eternity in hell's darkest hole.
I wonder if it sounded different in European. So I guess we're going to the castle now. What reason could we have to think anything different?
Very astute. Our hero works away happily in the castle of his dreams. But soon we will see his perfidious master's purpose is not what it seems. Oh my god! This is no castle, but a prison! Poor Toymaker, now you understand how close is your perdition.
That did not rhyme.
Hold yourselves, boys and girls. Walter Bernhardt is preparing an invocation here. Terrible creature of hell is about to appear.
Yeah, I wonder what that could be. It's clearly the kid, right?
Extraordinary! Oh no! The demon is conjuring a charm! Take cover now, if you're easily alarmed. Oh no! The Toymaker's talent now comes to his perfidious benefactor's end. Far behind him now are the toys and the theater he had made. Oh, if only to undo this vile spell there were some chance, and so release the good Toymaker from the grip of his vile trance.
I don't know. I mean, it's not really evidenced at all, but let's try it, I guess.
No, no, no. Listen carefully.
Alright, fine. What is it?
Talent, toys, and the theater.
Yeah, but what reason would we have to believe that he would move to the theater?
Phenomenal.
Eh.
His mind may be in fog, but the Toymaker's good heart shines through, you can tell. And a little love is all it takes to destroy the terrible spell. But now you must think fast, Toymaker. Your situation is dire. Walter Bernhardt is returning. I don't know how you can escape from this smile.
I don't know why they chose to rhyme with Meyer when they could have easily had ire, but okay.
Oh, terrible and fortunate idea, boys and girls. Come on, little one. Hold on to that heart so pure and true. In a distant and hopeful future, you may return it to the one who gave it to you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the heart of a man whose goodness went deep. Listen now and decide if you will wake him from his long sleep.
Hey guys, remember at the end of the Tempest when Prospero says break my spell with clapping or what have you? Clearly we can equate that, right? Clearly we're on that level of writing here. Clearly if we awake old plump Christopher Walken, then maybe. Just shove it in his belly. That's how hearts work.
Oh, hello there. Thank you for returning my heart, good sir. How long has it been? Never mind, it doesn't matter now. Your face seems oddly familiar. Oh, you must forgive me. I'm just a little confused, you see. I suppose my memory will return in time.
Your memories are of no interest to me, Toymaker. I'm looking for the Mirror of Fate.
The Mirror of Fate. If I'm not mistaken, the mirror was broken many years ago. Yes, now I remember. It was when the Lord of Darkness was defeated by his own son. The castle came down, and the mirror broke. I vaguely recollect seeing it amongst the ruins. Wait! I found a fragment and I kept it. Now I remember.
And of course that would be the cue for the floor proofing to fail. Alrighty then. And we couldn't make it easy, of course, so...
Here today. A walk-on actor. Let's see how well you improvise. The valiant Sir Walter de Grey brandished his infallible spear, ready to defeat the sinister invader.
Alright.
Sir Walter was legendary throughout the kingdom.
Spear, which is using to like slam down and sweep, even though I'm not really sure.
His beloved Brunhilde filled the knight's arm with strength.
How adequate that is.
Of your enemy are treacherous.
Yeah. Right, so apparently I shouldn't be trying to like dodge away for the most part, just try to either jump or dodge off to the side. You know, not that it matters now, but
Are you trying to outshine me?
maybe.
You have no appreciation for the art of acting.
Apparently not.
Time for Act 2.
Alright, what is Act 2 then?
Dragon Sauron Gantharix, seeing the kingdom unprotected, decided to leave its lair to sow terror and destruction.
Gee, this sounds familiar. Haven't I heard this in every European epic? Pretty much ever. Well, more corresponding to Northern Europe, I suppose. Germanic. Not really quite sure how you're supposed to avoid the fire, but alright. It seems like it tracks you no matter where you stand. I guess you just tank it. I don't really see any other objectively better options for this.
Come on, Sauron Gantharix, don't fall asleep now.
Let's see. No way we needed that extra
Stop undermining.
step at the end, but alright. I do like how you can just you know, jump and keep whipping and you'll get hit pretty much ever. Except in like the combined grab thing, I suppose.
Get up! The show's not over yet! Let's see how well you play your death scene! Come on! Improvise now!
Well, I'm doing it.
Look so little from up here!
Yes, I suppose I do.
I'll smash you like a flea!
Have to do this perhaps, so that seems to be working at least. Right, there we go.
Phew, that was close!
Yeah, that was very spooky, wasn't it? Here you have to do it with, what do you call it,
Phew, that was close!
red magic upgrade thingy. But if you don't have red magic, then you cannot post. So I sure hope I don't run out before I manage to hit him again. Well, there you go. Apparently all you need to defeat evil is some kind of expectorant.
Oh my... What happened? What was I saying?
You were about to give me a fragment of the Mirror of Fate.
Ah, yes. Here it is. Oh, yes. Good. Good. You know, it's all starting to come back to me. I know who you are. Oh, my.
Goodbye, old man. Guard your heart well.
Right, well, that was a fruitful episode. And did we get Toymaker, Gandolfi's most outstanding pupil. Prisoner in his castle and victim of a demonic curse, he has never stopped making tools of suffering and animating the bodies of the dead for hundreds of years. One of his puppets moved him deeply to the point where he wanted to give it his own heart. He gave it that small wooden boy, whom he loved like a son, the only organ that had not been corrupted under condition, blah 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 blah. And what other... I didn't read about Agros, wherever he's supposed to be. Well, I know who he is, but wherever he comes from, I would imagine folklore. We imagine here alter the natural powers of the world. Two mystical spirits, Nomias, commonly known as Pan, and his dark brother Agros, maintain the order of life between the species of the planet. One dies, the other would drag the weight of nature with him, bringing drastic changes to all his creatures. Agros unleashed chaos and famine. Crops no longer grew, entire cities were devastated by the plague, and wild beasts devoured each other. And then he died, so... You know, you tell me what happened then. Build an exotic puppet theatre. The play was meant to represent the feats of Sir Walter the Grey, the knight who defeated the evil dragon Soraganthrix and saved the entire kingdom. Colorful puppets were directed by the puppet master figure, an enormous articulated structure that enabled the master to control the play from above. Considerable size and tremendous weight make them fantastic weapons against anyone who enters. And he did that before he got demon-possessed, I see. Let me see. Like, how close am I with aerial weapon with combined sweep? Apparently I am closest to mastering those two. if I can even, if I don't even get to find out what happens when you level up the weapon, but no, might as well try it. So I see these boxes there, and I don't know how to get them though. I thought you would get like a double jump at some point. I thought you would get it like here, but apparently not. Oh well. Guess that's not happening. Oh well, there's more cannon fodder over there. We got 100% on combined sweep. Oh, we got 2 clerics this time. That's great. Actually, wait a moment, let me see, since I'm pretty sure I just mastered the, this. Translator, right, I only need 4. I thought maybe I will need 5, but no, apparently it's only 4. Oh, jeez. Alright. Just gonna go ahead and do this and get all the iframes in the world because I did that, and oh, what? I'm glad to know you have that good diction going on. I'll just be taking that. Eradicate the shadows out of him, if you know what I mean. Oh, can I not get him when he's got the white swirly ship? That's unfortunate. Oh, jeez. There's still two of them, that's the thing. Right now the only 2 left are the magic users, so let's see how this goes. Can only expect good things, as I'm sure you would expect. Especially with the teleportation mania going on. Oh, jeez. Teleportation and then summoning more. And before I somehow die here. Okay, I did grab him. I was like, is that buff gonna save him at the last moment? But no. It's not so. Oh, Jesus. Come on. Just do this one at a time. Alright, one of the mages is gone. I think I see the other one. Yeah, I do. They're still here. And there we are. It could have been worse. All things considered. Could have been much better, but also could have been worse. Let's just get out there and... try this again. Whatever this is entirely sure, and I'm still not entirely sure that it's possible to aim that. But not that I really care. So let's see, I don't think that's all the pieces though. There's still like a big chunk missing.
Got me another piece.
There are still some missing pieces.
There is one other piece, and I know who has it. But he isn't here in the castle.
Oh, who is it then?
Close your eyes. Just for a moment.
Very well.
Alright. Oh yeah, what were we doing before we fell into this bizarre coma, stupor? I actually don't remember. I think we beat the first Satan Acolyte boss, but then we still haven't found the other two, because this game is horribly paced. So what has Patrick Stewart been doing in our presumed absence?
I'm pleased to see you again. What happened to you after you destroyed the Acolyte? I lost all trace of you. Where have you been?
I don't know.
Attending to my own affairs.
Ah, I see. But of course you have been away such a long time.
Has it been days?
Everything appears to be in order, sir.
The other acolytes will know one of them is dead by now.
Indeed. But they don't know who was responsible.
I don't know how.
I'm sure word will reach them soon. I have little doubt that they will discover who it was before too long. I'm afraid that they already suspect you have come out of hiding, my friend. Even as we speak, a powerful presence searches for you in your little hideout in the church.
Who?
An envoy of the Acolytes, I believe, though I cannot be certain.
I'll go and see for myself. Whoever it is may lead us to them.
Accompany him.
No. I don't need a dog.
Right. Guess that's enough to decide him then. No follow-up whatsoever. Well, back to previously trodden ground. Oh yeah, now that we have the... oh, what? Oh, there's fucking demonic demons again. And they don't even wait a second before coming by. Yeah, good stuff. Like usual. Oh, I'm forgetting like what button I'm pressing and thinking that if I hold down X I can do the sustain thing, but no, that's with Y. Like I'm trying to do now, but only partially being successful. Jesus Christ. I don't know how well I can expect this to go. She's gonna stick to the sustained or strong attack. That's the only thing that makes sense right now. Oh, I see. And it's still also don't know like why they changed the button to mash every time or something like that. Yeah, these guys blow up, I forget about that. Right, there we are. That was annoying. I'd have to see if I can find like a random relic so that I can... I don't know if transmute that into a potion after using an actual potion. Could go this way. I think I will go this way. I have to go this way. Oh, here we go. That took long enough. Alright, use that. Oh, we don't even have to transmute. There's another one right there. That worked out, I guess. So, what's in here? Do we have another key? We don't have the key. Well, I guess we're gonna have to get used to that now. What is this way? Because I noticed that the map's not telling me to go this way, but naturally that means I must try to find out what there is here, if only in not because I take particularly a lot of fun out of it, but because hopefully it will help me die less in the parts that I do have to do. Actually, I don't remember like how many times I've died, if any, during this. I think I have died. I think it was mostly due to the stealth sections, but I don't even remember. But anyway, let's see. Is there anything over there? What is that blue? Is that... that's a place to go back to the castle. Alright. Oh, wait, there's a thing to recharge my magic. Might as well use that. Might as well use that, because... being caught up in a position like that with two BS enemies, which reminds me, we don't even have a talisman yet. Apparently the talisman pieces are a bit more rare even than the crystals in the first Lords of Shadow, so I probably shouldn't use that willy-nilly when I eventually get another full one. Oh yeah, this. Let's get whatever this is. Tribute to Roland de Roncesvalles. The chronicles tell us that Dracula himself is the largest army that the Brotherhood of Light had ever brought together alone, commanded by Roland de Roncesvalles, 500,000 men and countless machines and titans of war. Prince of Darkness appeared defiantly and froze the hearts of each and every one of the soldiers present there, feeling that it was in his hands to end the war. Roland ordered the army to stand its ground and face Dracula alone. What happened is one of the greatest mysteries in history. We know Dracula was defeated because he was never seen again, yeah. The entire army was massacred because no one returned home, but above all we know that we defeated the forces of darkness. Well, Golden Helmet was found of God's paladin, savior of the world, whom we will always be indebted, because that's how that worked. Well, that's accurate, I guess, to, actual history, or records of history being completely inconsistent. Right, let's take the elevator. Dracula Takes the Elevator 2012, or whenever it was this came out. Probably a little later, I don't know. Jeez, is that... can we loot that dead guy? After reading, it seems like we might be able to, yep. So, actually no we can't, that was just... God damn it, that was japed, it's just a yellow jumpsuit or raincoat. Can't believe the game would do that to me, how dare it. Oh well, whatever, it wasn't a big problem or anything. So now where are we going, because we can't go right back in there. It's not quite possible. Oh yeah, that thing that we saw forever ago and we still haven't gotten it. I sure do love it when these improvised weapons that these guys have are somehow able to provide perfect defense, and then they just spam projectiles and literally can't get close. That's my favorite part about this game. And then I try to dodge and go forward, but we go back instead. Alright, you know, I can do that too, you know. Fuck you guys. I see. Somehow the projectile vomiting is more effective than the fireballs. Guess that makes sense. Let's surround him. Shoot him through the fence. Give him a red magic upgrade, even though he doesn't really need that. I'd rather have something like a health upgrade. Right, let's not go that way. I think let's go, you know, the railroad way. The directed way. The railroad way, directed way, but now there's two ways that fit the description right here. What if I take the high road? Does this take me, if anywhere, and well, I see a place over there. I don't know if I can reach it just from here, though. Seems like there should be a way to climb up higher, but I don't see anything there, and yeah, I don't believe I can actually go there. So whatever that is, which looks to be a memorial, so not really that big of a priority. I guess I'm not getting it. Not right now, at any rate. Oh jeez, when did they become such big fanatics of the projectile vomiting attack? Didn't use it nearly this much before, I'm pretty sure. Now they're very good at blocking too, somehow. Blocking and only... doing the... what do you call it? The unblockable attacks when I actually have, you know, I'm paying attention to respond. So can't really take advantage of that. So now what? Maybe I go this way, like... I fell down here, so if I go up here... Oh, maybe this is a different path. In a minute. Hey, could it be something not completely worthless? I am surprised. See, how come I go through the bars here, but I don't fall through the grating, and why even question it? Right after that sweet parkour, oh boy. What did he just say? Oh, I think he just said frame or something to that effect, but I thought I heard riot. But yeah, you're riot police, I guess. What's the point of highlighting that, however? Yeah, you did it. Right, completely uninterrupted by my sweep. Why wouldn't you be? Jesus, there we go. For that episode, oh yeah, I have like more experience points. I should probably be using those. What can I even get now? Like, I already have all of these, I'm pretty sure, on this page. What about this? I can upgrade Smashing Stab, which I've never used. I can upgrade Vengeful Stab, I guess. Might as well. What else can I get? Whirlwind, Somersault Stab, Icy Crest, Vengeful Cut, Hold Y. Might as well get that, I guess. Counter-Strike Cut. I know I have to like separately buy all of these, but okay, I don't see myself using that or that. Maybe this, I guess. What about this? Rising Current and I guess this? I don't know. I don't know. What about this one? Smashing Stab, sure. Even though I've never used that, I don't think. Just 0% mastery. Before I bother with, well, hang on. Vengeful Cut, sure. Upgrade that first. No, before I bother with any of these other ones, let me see. Take a look at this page. Counter-Strike Punch, sure. And now I'm out of experience, so I hopefully don't have to worry about that anymore. I see something else over there that presumably I need to like be able to run, like take a run up and jump off, I don't know. But we don't even have to go that way apparently right now. Gotta go this way. And this is gonna be the way back, presumably, for when I want to go back. Which wouldn't be right now, so let's just ignore that for now. Let's see exactly where this is leading. Well, wherever this is leading, that isn't a dead end, at least. Would be ideal. Oh boy. I'll take this, absorb, transmute, and take another one of these to complement my loss there, which has become a non-loss now. Well, let's see what we got here. Apparently more police mechs. And this thing, which I almost forgot about. It's got a team up right in. It has 2 health bars, that's a good sign. Can we read about it now? Riot mech. If you are as twisted and destructive as the Riot mech, operator can use a combination of flamethrower, grenade launcher, and high caliber machine gun to defeat a battalion of 100 men. Is that how many men an actual battalion is? I don't know. Thick armor gives it total protection against impacts, but it has a serious problem with its motor overheating. Fragile cooling pipes which are temporarily released whenever this becomes a problem. Alright. If there's room for another weapon, install it, Barnes Wallace. I don't know if that's supposed to be a reference to something. I tried to break the shields first, I guess. Once and for all, you mean you've heard of me? Yeah, the problem with trying to level up the sustained sweep, which I'm kind of trying to do, is it's not exactly effective. At least against these fuckers, which, you know, are able to just immediately move away. So I couldn't help but notice that apparently nothing I do is having any effect on this thing. Wonder what that could mean. Okay. And even with... oh, never mind, apparently it's... you have to hit it with the aerial punch. And you have the red magic on. I have to presume I don't see any other... any other way that... by which any attacks could be effective. Alright, I guess I found something. And I have an excuse to use aerial whip, which is... I guess the other skill that I'm actually gonna finish mastering before the sustained swoop. So good. I don't know what they were thinking when they designed like the it blows up in your face, that's great. And they designed some of these enemies. Some of these enemies, honestly, when they designed a lot of this game, most of this game. Let's see, where was that guy? It was over here. Okay, so stuff it dropped this gun. Can't really get it because it just went straight into a cutscene after that. Guess I don't need it that badly. But, also, hey Zero, welcome to whatever this is. Can't really compare it to anything else, I don't think. Not easily, at any rate. I can do this at least. You know, they are quite generous with those. Castlevania 2, yeah, I guess, but... I guess I mean the... oh, I fell off the setting. Like, I guess maybe the one game I can think of with any kind of similarity to this would be Darksiders, I guess. Which I barely played any of, and I should probably get back into at some point. So let me see. Arrow says I have to go that way, but when I try to climb up and try to move around, I ended up just falling back to the place from... But let's go to this partial airlock type place, which I guess must be more common than I think. Because, you know, what kind of atrocity would it be if this game depicted something inaccurately? Oh, hey, it's the street from the start of the game again. And lore, deep lore. Let's take a look at this. Memory of General Chanarong. Battle of the Keeps took place not far from this memorial. A division of foot soldiers, protected by 50 priests, held under siege for 3 months, a place from which what seemed to be the endless legions of vampires came forth. His maneuvers during that battle are studied today at military academies around the world. There's not a trace left of the towers, but the catacombs of the city still hold countless reminders of that, I suppose. Can't really correlate that with anything because, you know, this game's not that great at exposition. World building. Not much, really. So we're back at the Dovshe Square. Apparently there's an exploded tanker in the middle of the street there. Who could that be? Seem like they haven't noticed anything. Well, that escalated quickly. Yep, that certainly did escalate. And apparently that big dude seems more interested in whoever that was sending us, so why not? Let's read about the hooded man. With an unknown face, walks swiftly through the city, avoiding the wandering dark forces. Enormous power emanating from this being. Different from that of Satan's acolytes, even more familiar. Gee, I wonder what that could mean. Where does his energy come from? What activities is he conducting in the city? Well, I mean, he's just like scouting based on what we've just seen, and he's all alone. Get about 10-ish inches of snow overnight. Get a dusting down here, then starting to get up here. Well, I have cold, I guess. You know, not any snow to be seen, but still a lot of cold. Like, maybe it's because I've been completely screwing up my sleep cycle, and like I've been sleeping all day and awake all night for the past 3 or 4 days. But it feels like today, which, you know, I'm trying to fix that currently. Today at about midday, like, it suddenly got a lot colder than it usually is. Like, I have warm stuff on to keep myself from freezing to death, but even with that, it felt a lot colder for some reason. Gratitude to Thorir of Norway. Large and prosperous Norwegian community in our city pays tribute to one of the greatest heroes. Thorir left detailed descriptions of his encounters. Let his memorials serve to honor his memory. Alright. So I guess Norway exists in this world. Wonder what are the lore implications? Guess we can't get back into church here. Or go through these bars with mist form for some reason. They are special, I guess. Revolution, jeans, women. Okay, what else we got here? Reinama Wisp. Is that what that says? Whiskey, that's what that says. Sucks cause school is at night, 3-7 a.m. Well, I don't know. I remember when I was like starting high school, I was in the afternoon time slot, and I think during that first year the earliest classes I had were at like 12:50. So I would always like come home late because I remember too that the earliest I the class started at like 12:15. I think for the most part the earliest that I got out was at like 7 p.m. So I would just get home and stay awake until like 4 a.m. Origins of the city. Street destroyed. The street was once the heart of Dracula's castle, destroyed by the bird her flight. Down to its foundations, few places remained of structure standing from that time. Never forget the inner sanctum of the Prince of Darkness, the worst monster ever to walk the earth, stood here. We were able to defeat him then. Able to live in peace in the same place where he terrorized the world. So I wonder what, if anyone in this world even remembers like the Lords of Shadow, or if they just forgot all about that. They're like Dracula, so much worse, you guys. We've never seen anything like it, totally. So let's continue on, I guess. Try and hunt down the totally mysterious figure that we've just encountered. Hang on. So I'll try to clear up as much of that map space as possible. Not really sure why we need this extra hidden loading screen type of place. Since, as you can see, since nobody, went into the sewer, and that could count as a loading screen, but I guess the sewer itself is the loading screen, like as a whole. Don't know why they would make it like that and not just like make it pass its way between the streets, I guess, but why question it? So yeah, do not bother trying to fill out oh hey, Earl Whip has been mastered, hang on. So let's see what happens if I level up a weapon. Straight to Shadow Whip, like does that make it hit harder, or I really don't know. Maybe, I guess. Oh, I see you've got a Gatling gun type of thing there. I do not appreciate that. Right, come on, sir, big human guy. Okay, so apparently when he does that, like double sweep claw attack thing, if he hits you with the first one, there's no way to escape the second one. At least not that I can see. I am convinced with. I'm sorry, what? Alright, do we have the full talisman yet? We do. Okay, so we can spam that. With any fights that prove too annoying, which I hope there won't be too many of, because I think I do remember, like, it's gonna be more of those. I think I remember a fight where there's like two of those big mechs that are completely armored that you gotta take down. Maybe I'll use it for that. Did remember this part vaguely, where well, clearly enough to remember that this thing is back here, at least. I think the reason we need that is for some more frozen waterfall puzzles coming up here. somewhere, maybe. Oh, there's a guy there. That's what the sound was. Right, I'll take that. Right, apparently I can easily change direction when doing that charge. Good to know. Right, that guy's done. Just wait for him to explode into lightning. These guys always drop the talisman because I think I'm noticing a pattern there. Guess I could, like, grind the scales off of those guys if I were so inclined. I don't know if I am, though. So what's this way? Oh, there's one of these heart statues is in the outside world for some reason. With an actual heart and everything. Even though that doesn't really make sense, even within the game's own rules. Okay, so I really don't want to be here, I want to be somewhere else. Maybe climb up here if that's possible. Yeah, here we go. Oh, it's... I think I must care for whatever this is, if it's what I think it's gonna be. Okay, no, it might actually be something worthwhile. It's... I can carry more shields of Alistair. Well, I guess that means that's more transmutation fodder, if nothing else. Still gonna stick to Tears of a Saint, though. What did I just get? I thought I just got, like, a new lore thing, but I guess not. So let's see if... Oh, okay, I have to keep climbing here. It's like the game is japing me with different elevations to try and confuse me about which direction to go, I guess. Oh, is this, like, purple trail supposed to be the thing I'm supposed to be following? It's not really clear on that. Or do I have to follow it in that direction? So I don't think I can, like, jump across easily. Unless, hang on. Like, not jump across that. No, never mind. So apparently I lose all my horizontal momentum after jumping off normally like that. I don't think, like, dashing is gonna make a difference there. So I wonder. I can make my way back up, but then what? I thought I saw, like, some scaffolding or stuff to hang over on the surface of the other building there, but no, I lose all my momentum when I jump like that. Well, if that's the case, then I'm sure there's nothing else in here, because, like, the game doesn't want me to come in here, apparently. It's just, like, as soon as I come in here on the minimap, there's like, hey, no, go the other way. Just clearly nothing to do in here, and apparently that's correct, because I don't see anything. And I don't believe there's even, like, you can't climb over there, not right now anyway. I think we'll be able to eventually. Memory serves, but since I can't do it now... You know what, 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Let me see what right we're posted first, I guess. Oh, it's more of the 3D modeling stuff, Middletown. Oh, okay, there's a very small, very inconspicuous red shiny here, which obviously means we gotta do this. It's not what we've been chasing this whole time, I guess. I guess I have to stick to the trail this whole time, even though it doesn't necessarily make sense. Well, we have to stealth this, considering that, well, there's a memorial down there. Being very stealthy, I'm sure, with the noise this is apparently making. And we can't go that way, apparently, which... Is there any question? No, I see. Still, is there any question since I don't see anywhere to, like, hang on to here, but I guess there is. Come on, I don't know why you're swinging the opposite way of the way I'm going, but alright. I don't know how physics work. I don't know how momentum works. Why would anyone? Does anyone truly know? Hey, this was actually worth it. How do you know? Not really expecting that at any point now. Yep, huge health increase there, as you can see. Well, now what? Can I, like, get back over on this one? Maybe? Yep. I guess that will do. Very, very fortunate that none of these guys have noticed me yet. Not that it would really matter, but... Actually, not sure where I'm trying to go, though. Like, which part of this room is the part that I'm supposed to be trying to access? I guess go here, but instead of falling, I just keep going up. There we go. And now get ambushed, so, you know, the stealth didn't matter anyway. Oh, I see. Come on. Oh, it's an egg. Egg that we don't really need to make use of for any reason right now. Oh, what? Alright then. Well, time to do that all over again, I guess. That just happened. Pieno chattius. Oh, well, the demons had written. You know what? Let me just fall here if I can. The guys that were in here just disappeared, so it wouldn't have mattered if I had avoided them in here, which I did. Just like they just move on their own, regardless. Praise to the Bernhards, the first factory of Bernhard Metals Limited, celebrating the centenary of its foundation, pays tribute to our illustrious CEO. Illuminates her life with his wisdom and goodness. The lineage of the Bernhards has worked hard throughout the centuries for the good of the people of this ancient city. Metallurgical industries, hospitals, schools, and theaters now bear his name are witnesses to their greatness. Alright. So not only Sobek, like a whitewashed guy, but also the Bernhards, apparently. That's called continuity. Very ham-fisted continuity, but... okay. Get over there. Please don't fall, because this was very questionably put together. We're up here again, and there's no regeneration of the demons, so now we're not gonna get knocked on our head by the bridge and be forced down to the street level. And hey, now we're gonna be forced down by a different method. So the game had allowed me to continue for literally 2 more seconds without forcing me down in a freak accident like that, and could have avoided doing that segment again. That's so Mercury Steam. Right, let's try it again, maybe. Oh. Shot a grenade, I guess. I see there's more stuff coming up, I can already tell from the distant health bars, but... Of course. I sure do love the tanking that this guy's pulling off. Time and again. Fuck it. Absorb, transmute, pick this one up. And there we go. So we got a couple things going on here. We got this button, which I wonder what that could do. It requires power in order to work, alright. So that's a complete non-thing right now. And then we got whatever's over here. Just gonna restore the power and then... Okay, these things aren't gonna like unfreeze, I guess. I thought that was gonna be timed. Right, later. Thank you for not harassing me while I'm pressing the button or doing this. I appreciate that. Is this like a cannon or... Oh, it's a gas tank. It's like, why is it positioned in that bizarre position? Can I pull a Dr. Strangelove here, or just can I use it to attack these guys? No, it's gonna be a Dr. Strangelove, alright. So after that happened, where do we end up next? You know, it's no wonder that this whole place is going to shit and ruin if people keep doing stuff like that. Right, come on, let's go, I guess, into the Library of Congress. Where all the tigers live. Come on now. That is dead, and with any luck should be able to... Yeah, it does hurt the other ones, thankfully. It's very, very slightly so, but at least it happens. Come on. Just get that over and done with. And speaking of getting that over and done with, let's meet it up. I see. Let's get one more guy for no particular reason. And that's literally it. Just popped up there for no reason in particular. Guess that made sense. Gina, who could this be? And how could you miss that guy before? And why did we pull a slow-mo on that shot in particular? Well, that guy has a double jump, so you're gonna have to kill him eventually, I guess. That's your indication of that. But in the meantime, we got Abaddon. Who looks nothing like the Abaddon from the old Castlevania, which was the Locust guy, who was very difficult to fight because he just spams the screen full of shit. But this guy, on the other hand, the Destroyer, because of his brutal size and his obsession with destroying everything in its path. He was once an angel under the orders of God, who, corrupted by the promises of Satan, betrayed his own and gave up his wings. The master kept his word and gave him not much ability to destroy his enemies. Sacrificed the last hint of humanity, which I don't know how much it would have been since he was an angel, not a human, but okay. No structure known to contain his fury, nor warrior foolish enough to face him. Heart swollen by the power and hatred bestowed upon him is his only weak point. Well, thanks, hint guide. Right, let's attack his heart then. Maybe. To avoid his barrage of missiles, which apparently spawns shit. Okay. We can get absolutely no idea what we're doing when he targets the camera with that. That is another thing that we can get. He's, doing aerial attacks, I don't know, he's doing like a stomp there, but whatever. Whatever works. In my favor, that is. Oh, we're kinda getting cornered here. I think it would be the other way around, but apparently not. Detection actually works and enables us to get close to his heart, and that's pretty much all that's required for victory. Okay. Let's attack in 2 parts. Hello. Pretty much down at this point. That was not what you would call exceptional. I think any of this is what you would call exceptional. It's really weird points to have those QTEs at, but hey, at least they're over now. Yeah, that sure was a tough boss. I sure totally wasn't just figure out the one move that works and just keep spamming it over and over again. But I mean, I guess the alternative to that is the Forgotten One, so I shouldn't really complain. It looks like we can actually explore the raised up surface here. Let's see. Might be something here after all. We sure wouldn't want to miss out on that now, would we? It's not like I'm actively trying to make this last less now or anything. Oh, this is how we get back up here, I guess. we can fill up more of the map here since we were forced out of this part early due to the cutscene triggering. Oh, it's the blood. Possessing what? For what purpose? Only got one of the bloods. Oh, skeletons, even though they weren't actual skeletons. Yeah, what if I don't want to fight you then? What if I want to find this extremely obtusely placed memorial instead? Ecclesiastic prohibition. Holy censorship. Bishop Froilan 4 prohibited the image of the paintings to have a suite and other pictorial representations stored together with its writing. Be transported or reproduced outside of this room, or that they be restored by anyone from outside the Holy Order. We want to keep these works under a dubious message from confusing our devout citizens. Holy censorship, huh? Excommunicated and condemned to the burning fires of hell for all eternity. So what are these paintings? Can we even look at them? Looks like a tapestry of, I don't know, stuff. So they bring up something like that and then we don't even get to look at what they look like. That's good design right there. I'm sorry, what? Oh, did that open the door? Okay, yes it did. Oh, I think this might be the place to use the dragon scales, if I recall. I do all the police guys have the same whiny voice? Nasal voice. Oh yeah, here they are. So hey, guess what? Guess what I have? I have an FMV that changes my costume to the one that I'm supposed to be wearing as opposed to the one that I am wearing. There we go. That's certainly simpler way to go about it, isn't it? Wonder where that goes. Probably back to a place I've already been. Actually, I know what it says. Seal of Alistair, right. Serve that so that I can... No, not that. This. Do that and then transmute. No, transmute that into this. There we go. And I think I see another place where we can return to the castle here. But I would want to right now, but there it is. So now that we don't have the giant mechs stomping around here, let's see, where are we meant to go? Oh, might as well fill out more of the map. Oh, there's some of these things over here, the grenades, proximity mines, things. Hello. Okay. I don't know why they don't just blow up when we hit them with those projectiles, but Oh, hi. What if I don't want to fight you then? Can I not, like, do this and interrupt it? No, yes I can. Okay, now you're getting the jitters from seeing me do this, I see. Getting a blue magic upgrade. Which kind of ironically is the opposite of the magic that I need to actually fight that guy, but... Not that I will. Okay, I sure hope I can make it up. Oh, it's okay. Oh, wait, what? Okay, those things are not mines, or like... Or exploding mines, at least, are like... Stake mines? How do they work? Oh well. Alright, I guess I'll kill this guy. I guess I don't really have a choice now. Oh, he doesn't have the shield. I just realized I don't even have to use the red magic there. Probably use blue magic though. Apparently the aerial... Yeah, AoE moves actually work pretty well against these guys. Oh, and they blow up. I always forget that. Because fucking hell, it's not like they really telegraph that or anything. Oh boy, but guess what time it is again. There we go. Okay, now. Where are we meant to go in the case that we're not terribly interrupted like that? There. Now I see a memorial over on that ledge, but I don't know if we can get there from here. Guess we could fall down there, but why not? Just like quick detour. And we get to read some more deep lore, like tourist information. This site still retains a part of its original walls. It is a free blend of original medieval Gothic and Neo-Gothic. It owes its name to the lineage of the Belmont heroes in the fight against the monsters of antiquity. Its bells ring each year in late April to commemorate the sacrifice of the Brotherhood of Light. Right. Belmont even... oh, yeah. I guess no one actually recorded the fact that Dracula is a Belmont in this. Alright, so here we are again. Now what? Guess I have to go that way. Forced to assume by the... oh, or not, never mind. Pink ethereal trail. Alright, let's do this for a third time now. And take a long look at wherever this is and how we're meant to approach this. Apparently not by doing this, even though that's what the platform would suggest. I'm gonna try one more time, and if that doesn't work, then I do have a separate strategy. Oh, okay, this is precisely what I did before, but I guess I must have done something different this time. Albeit, I would argue against that. Argue to the contrary, if you will. Oh, what is over here? Alrighty. Well, let's go the other way now. Could be in here in the conspicuous church with another statue with an actual heart inside it. In which we are slowed down to a walk as we reach the bottom. Walk in which we are unable to attack, but we are still required to use the mist form, I guess. That's consistency. So yeah, I wonder who this guy could be with the neon runes painted all over the place.
It's not the acolyte, it's something else. Something I have not felt for.
The Brotherhood of Light.
I sure do wonder.
I did not expect this.
Apparently not, but okay. So we have to fight now. Sinister powers will not work, but it still get to use my... Oh, not my magic, but still get to, get my health upgrades, keep my health upgrades.
Darkness shrouds your soul.
Apparently so. Right. Let's play it safe here, I guess. I don't have my relics either, so... At least I don't think so. So I can wonder how that hadn't already happened. Oh, okay, now that we're out of the church, now we can actually use our stuff again. Oh, he's got a shield like Carmilla did. Maybe. Or not, never mind. That didn't actually work at all like that shield did. Right, what do you say, Mr. Hooded Man? Oh, so is he using the Counter-Strike too? Is that like what the thing is supposed to be?
The silver will pierce your flesh.
Silver. Oh, I see. It's very... Can I please get in close there?